And I think I am live. Yeah, I'm live. Awesome. At least for me. With or without you, I'm having fun. Especially when it comes to playing this game. Holy sweet pineapple. It's just so relaxing. Even though it's stressful and it's difficult. All at the same time. It would help if I had my keyboard. I have a Razer keyboard, but I also use a cheap Logitech, which is just as good. And it's wireless, so I can have it because it's smaller behind my steering wheel, because I have that steering wheel mounted. Hello, Jack. How's it going? So I kind of have... Do you know what I mean? Like down below, I've got my steering wheel right in front of me. And then behind the steering wheel, comfortably, I got that small little keyboard I just showed you. Rather than having to unmount the steering wheel each time. That would be actually not as much of a pain in the ass as you think, because it's got quick clamps. But enough of that. It's classic time. Ass-kicking time. And this time, we are still going through the motions. What to do. Should I do retail World of Warcraft? Should I do the old World of Warcraft? The old World of Warcraft, where there's essentially no bloody customization. This is the bear form for life. And we're going to try and get the cat form. That's at level 20. Right now, I wanted to do a little Westfall action. So somewhere that you haven't seen yet. So that's what I thought I'd do. And then just kind of take it minute by minute. I am a little tired today, and I do want to work out sooner than later. Stream could be... Well, who knows? I mean, it's generally always at least a half hour. Hello, Connor. How's it going? It's generally at least a half hour. Sometimes, very rarely will it be less than that. Yeah, I like the music. Why not? I don't think it's too loud from what I remember. Not too bad, just a little tired. Didn't sleep all that much yesterday, but I took a small nap. Just still deciding on World of Warcraft Classic or Retail. Again, it's going to get me to at least hit level 20. It'll probably take another good solid couple days. I mean, I'd have to be playing this thing, like, heavy. Like, real hard. And it's just so slow. Like I said, in Retail, we got a flight path here. We got a flight path over there. But this is Classic, folks. We ain't lazy bastards. We walk everywhere. So we might as well just cut across. I'm a big bear now. I'm not afraid of these little Defias punks that go roaming around in the bushes. I could have sworn I saw... Well, whatever. Yeah, that's right. He used to terrorize me when I was but a young bear. Now you're fucked. Didn't even affect my health. Ah, yes. Ah, so relaxing. I tell you, this, for me, can't compare to something like a Call of Duty for an online game. I mean, they're two different beasts, but essentially they're both online games with PvP. So that's why I still compare them, even though their type of online game is completely different. I still enjoy, though, Call of Duty. I just can't play it as much, like I've explained before. I find I get burnt out a lot quicker in Call of Duty. I don't get burnt out of this. 17 years playing the same effing game. 17 years. Over 100 and... Who knows? Probably 130,000 plus hours now at this point. If that hasn't, brought me to my knees, saying that's it, I'm done, I don't know what will. We've got an undead rogue. There is the enemy. I could attack him. I get my ass kicked in a second. Based on his gear, it looks like he's in his 50s. He could potentially be level capped, but I'm in a non-contested area, which is why he is unable to whoop my ass. Hello, Noah. How's it going? How are you doing today? So I'm just heading over to Westfall. It's one of those extra zones that you can level in. It's got quite the range from 10 to 20. I'm level 13. It wanted me to be 13 to head on off to another zone called the Dark Shore. That one's like really gloomy looking, and I mean, I do like it, but I was like, you know what, let's go somewhere that looks a little bit more like autumn. That's right, I said autumn and not fall. Autumn is a cooler word, in my opinion. Fall is something you do when you get punched in the mouth. Really, really hard. Farmer.
Good day to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Keep forgetting.
Hello.
You need something?
Except Pearl
Good
Bleaching.
day to you.
Except the killing field. Oh, okay. Wants us to go all the way over there. You sure you want some of this? Not much of a pack leader. Oh, that's what he's doing. Not too bad. Just a little tired, but a little bit more awake. Waiting to work out there soon at some point. But I really want to plow through this. I find when I live stream, it just makes it more enjoyable for me because it's like live in the moment. Though I do like time to myself too, where I don't have to talk 100 miles an hour. But I'm level 13 and a half. I gotta get all the way to 20 to get my main form, the cat form. That's going to be the DPS. This is more of a tanking form. But it's, to be honest with you, if I was the developers at Blizzard, I would have given you the cat form first. A little bit silly, but, you know, whatever. I mean, nowadays in retail, you get it right away. You know what I mean? There is no waiting. And getting to level 20 today, even if you had to wait, is so fast. Oh my god. But back here, back then, eesh. Hello, Raj. How's it going? It's brutal.
Greetings. Be careful.
Enter the building. Not too bad, you?
Hello. Be careful. Need help?
Yeah, so I figure might as well do that. Also discover another flight path. It's not like I'm exactly loaded with a lot of those. Yeah, see, they're 12. I'm 13, so it's about my level range. Hey, listen. I will fuck you up. The weather in Canada is all over the place, depending on what part of Canada you're in. It's either raining, snowing. It's either really cold or mild. It's pretty ridiculous. But that's Canada. At least I can walk to a 7-Eleven at 3 o'clock in the morning and not get run over or gunned down. Or told that I walked down the wrong side of the road. Because there's a lot of people that'll pick on us Canadians for wacky weather. And I'm like, our weather's about the only thing that's wacky, though. That's a 3-pointer right there. Oh, it's fine. Nothing too crazy. I mean, in the last several years, compared to when I was a young kid, everything's warmer. The summers are warmer. Winters are warmer. Bogdan Radu. Whereabouts are you? Are you like in Kuwait or something? Because it is humid in Kuwait. Oh boy. It's pretty quiet down over here. Oh, Moonbrook is down there. Okay.
What can I do for you?
We're just going all over the place. Oh, another fellow bear. Arrgh. And his name is Mooney. Well, okay then. I'm half Russian, half Greek, but I live permanently in Greece. Well, I could promise you if you go back to Russia, it's not all that humid over there. It is cold as a bastard. I could never live in Russia.
Well met.
No
The Alliance.
flipping way.
Greetings.
I am too picky with locations to live in, either due to extreme political climate or the climate, like the weather. Hello, Jim. How's it going? But yeah, this is a nice, sort of sunny, nice little area. We'll see what the story is here. So the idea is just going through that grind, kicking the shit out of people, in hopes that by tonight, at some point, I'm closer to 20. No, but I have family in France. Minus 33? Eh. It was like minus 31 here not that long ago. Should I call you bruh? No, definitely not. I mean, you can, but I'll just ban you. Bruh is just like ridiculous. It's getting old. It's not original. Plus, the last time I checked, my parents called me Phil. So that's usually the name I go by. Bro is one thing. Bro is already bad enough. You know what I mean? Bro. What the fuck? But when you slang a slang? Oh no. Can't do that. The worst is people that call you bra. It's like, no, I don't need a bra, bro. I've been working out. My pecs are fairly firm. They don't jiggle around and shit. I don't need a bra. I mean, bro is short form for brother. I get that. Super Mario Bros. Get it? Super Mario Brothers. Who needs to be canceled is the person that invented the slang on top of the slang. Who came up with that shit? Who wakes up one day and says, okay, so bro is because we're lazy to say brother. So we're going to remove the O and we're going to add a U and an H. We're going to step it up and add an extra letter just so, you know, we don't look too lazy. I'm just saying. Jim seems to try to... What? I'm saying that, should I call you on the telephone? So calling me bruh was really asking if you wanted to call me on the phone. Well, I got a phone. Dial it up, cowboy, and let's see what you got. Was it you that left me a creepy-ass message in my comments today? Asking me if my contact number ended in a certain number? And I'm like, it's really not that difficult if you really look into it to find out who I am, where I live, and then do a reverse lookup and find out my phone number. It's not like I'm trying to hide. What I don't understand is why you'd want to do that. Well, I'm waiting. Screen is still black. I don't see the phone ringing. Yeah, you're the weirdo that asked if that was my contact number. Here's the thing, though. But it's not my number. That's the thing. See, here's the thing. If you know who I am and you know my phone number, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be asking me if my contact number ends in a certain number. You would already know the answer to that question. What if you file a report against yourself for what? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Philminator live streams, where I somehow don't bring in a lot of people to watch the streams, but there's always that one guy that's like really fucking cuckoo in the head that actually makes me look completely 100% sane. I'm just saying, you're trying to take my crown of being the king of madness, but it ain't gonna work. No, I don't know what a WandaVision is. My screen is still black. It's still black. Let's see if I missed a call. Let's see if I missed it. I don't always check. Nope. So, Jim, now it's my turn to ask you questions. Do you and I know each other, plain and simple? I mean, it's really that simple. You can see me, you can hear me. You tell me. You're the one that seems to be semi-convinced, but a little bit unsure as to whether or not you know me. Like I said, it's not magic. It's like someone going, hey man, I know where Justin Bieber lives. Doesn't take a detective to find out that shit. Now, generally, I would be tempted to pull the whole group, but I do not have the gear for that. That is why it is so deadly in Classic if you don't have decent gear or whatever to pull in huge numbers like that. Jimbo. You're awfully quiet. Oh, the other one didn't like that. Obviously. I advertise my email all the time. Right? I mean, that's what the internet's there for, to look shit up. But again, if you knew me, you would know all that information without asking me to confirm it. That's the part that's confusing to me. Let's do this person here. Because there's a chest. But why were you wondering in that case if you don't know me? If my phone number ends in 63? Oh, don't go running off over there. See, sometimes they run off, and what that does is it aggroes the other people to come. You don't want that shit. One of your viewers gave me the task of exploiting your viewers and my okay. Unfortunately, you're not going to find anything that's like CIA undercover worthy. My life is an open book. I share with people my life. There's nothing to hide. So there is no like secret information. No such thing as private information in the digital age that we live in today. YouTubers, streamers, they get doxxed all the time. They get swatted all the time. It's an old trick. It's nothing magical, you know? I recently came across him, actually. Yeah, he's a really good singer. Yeah, those knives definitely hurt. Indeed. Yeah, he's a great singer. It's funny you mentioned that because I just came across him, I think for the first time, I think just like a couple of days ago. He covered The Weeknd's song Blinding Lights. He came up in the search results and I was like, who's this guy? So I checked him out. Jim, what is your obsession with me? There's nothing to find out. Apparently, one of my viewers gave you my information, so shouldn't you know all about this? So far, everything you've been talking about have been questions because you're uncertain. Looks like maybe you need to find another person with a better source of information. No, I want to see what he's got to say because it's creepy, but you know what? It's interesting. Doesn't bother me. See, he's hiding behind there, thinking that that he's got something going on. He's about to drop like a big bombshell, you know? It's a task. Okay, well, it's not going so well, is it? My phone still hasn't rang. I have no missed calls. I don't know. I'm not supposed to help you do your job. You can call, but I highly doubt the phone would ring. And why would you be curious about my dad? That's kind of like a weird question to ask. Most people with a father that haven't abandoned them or died, that have a normal relationship with their fathers, tend to be in contact with them. You make it sound like it would be odd whether I was or not in contact with him. I know exactly what he's trying to do. I might be a small streamer. Trust me. Thanks, George. Almost every other day I got people. I know where you live. I know your number. Is this a friend of yours? Do you know this person? I think I met you in this city. Blah, 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 blah. Wait till tonight. Wait till this afternoon. Wait till tomorrow morning. Look out your window. The grenade is coming. The AK-47's coming. Man, I've been waiting for years. Ain't shit going on. Exactly. It's the gin. And like I said, if you're gonna bring the gin, at least bring the juice, because I quit drinking a long time ago. But you would already know that, because one of my viewers has exploited some sensitive information about me, because apparently I'm like some top secret character. It's just funny. Because like I said, if it's a form of trolling, you're doing a horrible, horrible fucking job at it. You haven't done anything nobody else has ever done. Or hasn't done yet. Let's say that's true for a moment. Clearly, this guy needs a hug. Jim Milton needs a hug. Jim Milton wants to know if I'm in contact with my father, so that perhaps maybe Jim wants to borrow my father. Because clearly you don't have your own to talk to or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is a kind of like a role-playing thing you're trying to do. I don't really get it. Based on my call records, you ain't in contact with him. Well, okay. Well, then that would technically answer your prior questions now, wouldn't it? That's what I mean, like, you're not even making any sense. Because he's on a secret task. I know! Maybe Jim, plot twist. Jim Milton is the Jinn. That could be. Could very well be. Okay, so there's more over here. Let's go over here and see how many more there are. Just remember, when it comes to live streams, there's always going to be a funny guy. Always going to be someone. Wow. If I were you, I would put your intel out of their misery, because they're doing a horrible job. So who exactly is your intel, supposedly? Because at this point, you're going to have to come up with something pretty interesting soon. Because now you're just starting to bore me. And I don't like boring people. Secrets are for people that are afraid. Like I said, you ain't got no intel. I mean, I might. It's kind of hard to say if there was something like, I suppose, random or really interesting I wanted to do. I mean, I probably would. It's not to say I never would. We're gonna run. Just for a bit. Yeah, generally games like the, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, your Grand Theft Auto, your Red Dead Redemptions, everything else in between. Usually when those games come out, I'll stream them, I'll record them for a while. Talk about them, showcase them, have a couple people come in, ask a couple of questions. Once the hype dies down behind it, I beat the game. There's not much else to talk about. At that point, I kind of generally move on. Unless I'm just bored and I'm flip-flopping through different games. But I generally already have like a set playlist of games that I'll go to. Nope, that's not my birthday. But again, my birthday is actually easy to find because it's public information. So that's what I don't get. This is why I'm saying you're boring. You're like clutter in the chat. You come in talking about information that's not a big deal, and you make it sound like it would be dangerous. If you knew. Do you know how many times I've publicly told people in my streams when my birthday is? How old I am? It's not a secret. It's not a secret. I give people my information. You can't fucking come in here and say that there's people conspiring against me that gave you intel on me, when so far everything that you've talked about has been off. There hasn't been a single piece of information that's been accurate, and I have verbally shared my information. It's not hidden. Anyone can find it. They just need 30 seconds on Google. So I don't know like why you're coming in here trying to make it sound like you're up to something that's like really funny or creepy, when it's just like you're up to nothing. It makes no sense what you're talking about. To me, that's literally what's funny. I think it was actually literally in one of my last streams, which are all pre-recorded. Well, like they're all like recorded as regular uploads afterwards. I think I even said my birthday yesterday, which is the funny thing. That's what's the funniest thing is. And then you come in all like, is this your birthday? Are you in contact with your dad? According to your chat list, you're not. Well, unless you're in the window outside and I was looking at my chat log, there would be no way for you to know what my contact list looks like. So that's what's funny. Oh, I probably will soon just for being boring. He's trying to pretend like he's an investigator, talking about information that's not even fucking, like, secret. That's what I don't understand. It's like, hey, I think I know that you haven't been speaking to your father. Like, okay. And then asking me how he's doing the little winky eye thing. Whatever. I've been part of home invasions where people show up with ski masks and shotguns. I don't know if you ask me, but I'm looking pretty good. Why does that matter? That's under my analytics. Anybody can find that out. How much I make on YouTube is something I've probably mentioned in over 80% of my streams because people ask me about it all the time. That's what I mean. Like, you're fucking boring. This is all shit that you should know. Especially if you have someone on the inside talking about me. It's not private information. You can just look at the overall views on my channel, Einstein, and you can find out how much money I've made. Well, for the most part, because people's pay per million can be a bit different. Oh, he's getting there soon. Once I'm done with him. Because he's running out of shit to say. I mean, I've been in here for how long? He's definitely, for sure, not someone who's usually in my streams. Because his information would be a lot more accurate. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, questing, I tell you, back then, wow. So slow, it's unreal. Fun, a lot more challenging. But it's definitely slow. Now it's my turn to be funny. You've asked me all these questions, you still haven't answered any of mine. So what I'll do is, if you're so smart, go ahead. Go ahead. Give the phone a ring. I'm getting bored. Every 2 seconds I look over and it's him talking. He's not even, like, contributing to the chat about anything. It's exhausting. Not much, Jaden. How's it going? Unless Jaden, no offense, is just the other guy. Jaden, Jim. I'm just saying. There's not a lot of new people that come in my stream, so when I ban someone, and then I instantly have somebody else come in, they're all like, hey, what's up? What's going on? It's like, uh-huh. I become very skeptical. In case you are actually someone different, and you're new to the stream, I'm just saying. The amount of times I've had that happen is pretty comical. Yeah, let's finish the Defias ones for now. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. A what? I don't know what a shink is. What the hell does that even mean? Damn, still need quite a few of those damn bandanas. So you're a shrink that doesn't know how to type. Okay. A psychiatrist. Excellent. Did I ever call it or what? Gotta give him a minute. He's trying to come up with something. But I don't trust a shrink who can't even fucking type properly. That's not a good first impression. You can't do that. I'm a shrink. I mean, a shrink. That's almost as bad as saying, I'm a psychologist. I mean, a psychiatrist, and I don't know the difference. Wait, let me Google it again? Like, I can't trust that. It's distracting. Like I said. Now I gotta go up. I gotta watch the chat. See who else said what. You've been playing Alice Madness. But if these people want to keep making new accounts, keep making a new account, and then they just keep coming back, you're paying me. You're making me money. You're making me a lot of money. I'm just saying I can't trust some type of doctor like that. It's just not good practice. You can't ban people on YouTube. That's what I've been trying to tell people for a long time. There's no such thing as banning someone. You see what I'm saying? That's why Twitch is usually a better platform. Right? So I'm going to explain it again because there's a few people in here. Half of them are probably all Jerome. See, he did it again. Come on, man. You drop out in grade 2 for fuck's sakes. Come on now. So on Twitch, when you're streaming, right? What you can easily do is have it so that a person has to have been following you for a set amount of time before they can chat. No one is going to make an account and follow you for a week just so they can come in and say, really? And then get banned. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one's going to waste their time with that. But on YouTube, it's very easy to just keep making new accounts all the time. You can't remove people, Raj, is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I've been trying to tell people for so long when I go on about my rants between YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is a more secure platform, if you will. This is like the whole Josh thing. Where I banned Josh, he made like... Oh man, I can't remember. I think he made like 17, 18 different YouTube accounts. And then eventually what ended up happening? He just got bored. Then he became a good guy, and then he vanished. And now Josh is now Jerome. It's his twin brother. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when people say, hey, delete him, it's YouTube. There is no deleting. If a person wants to stay in your stream, they're going to stay. Which for me is great because it's more exposure. It tickles the algorithm. Which is actually what's really... what I call an oxymoron. Because a person who trolls you is not someone who likes you. They don't like you. They're trolling you. But if they keep making accounts, they keep joining, they're adding to the overall viewer count. The higher that goes up, unfortunately, that makes me the gravy on the mashed potatoes that I talk about all the time. And yeah, you don't want to do that for me if you don't like me. It makes no sense. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't have a 360, which is similar to a PS3. But I mean, I don't remember any games off the top of my head from that far back, except for like the old Red Dead Redemption. 17 to 18 what, Jerome? But you see what I'm saying? The problem is, the people like to test me and think I'll get bored banning them, but I don't. I don't get bored. It's actually quite arousing. It's exhilarating, because my views just keep going up and up. Have you ever played the original Red Dead Redemption? That, and I think Lecca quello sporco, figlio di puttano. I can do this all day. I can do it all day. But seriously, though, I think that's Josh or his twin brother. Or something like that. He's going for the world record. He's going for the world record, folks. Josh, I think, I don't remember how many accounts he had. My phone still hasn't ring. Kinda sucks. You know, I'm one that talks about giving people the benefit of the doubt. But when you have someone coming in called the Ghost of Floyd, and the first thing they type is the letter N, I'm just saying, might have dropped out of school at a young age, but I'm not stupid. Happy birthday, Nick. Yeah, it's hard to say. Oh, you haven't? Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 1's good. To say whose name? So I got lost there with the other people in the chat. What the hell is a toaster Floyd? And then we have the Ghost of Floyd. Someone a couple of days... Was it a couple of days ago or last week? I can't remember. No, I think you or somebody else asked me that earlier. I have no idea what that is. No clue. This will get interesting. Maybe. It usually doesn't, but sometimes it does. Finally, got the last one. Oh, okay. So what exactly is a toaster Floyd? Cody, it depends. The chat is going by so fast. Nick, I have no idea what you're getting at. That's great. You've already said that. It's a tradition, okay? I don't know what you're trying to get at. I mean, I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but I'm not your family. That might be your thing and your family. But that's not what I do. Oh, I totally see what's going on. But that makes no sense. I know what he's trying to do. Fuck your traditions. Because I can promise you this right now just because that's how smart I am. I wouldn't be surprised if you are all white supremacist, neo-Nazi, Hitler dick-sucking bitches. Everybody that came in. Everybody. I could promise you. You got a problem. Front door's open. Bring it on in. Oh, yes, you, absolutely. Absolutely. I can promise you that. I think there's too many people in here. I'm used to only having about 5 or 6 people in my live stream. So we'll have to remove a couple of people. Just to kind of bring it back down to what I'm used to being able to handle. All this fame right now, it's too much. I don't want to become the next PewDiePie. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. It's too much. No, I don't like that. No. No, we gotta keep it under 10. Can't have too many people in the stream. No, I'm not like other streamers that are always looking for the big numbers. Doesn't work like that in my streams. I roll differently. I want to be the polar opposite of PewDiePie. No, I know. Some people think they're slick, but they're not. But they're not. So now we're going to take a break for a couple of minutes. We're going to talk about something interesting. All right, let's turn down the music completely. Oh, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I'm a middle-aged man. But I can dance. Trust me. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Obviously, I'm still breathing. Since the 80s, I've had dingleberry shit stains. Here and there, that have talked a big game. Most of them, though, they play the game at like a peewee level quality. I'm just saying. And lately, there's been a decent amount of attention on me. And what happened... Who else came in here? Oh, maybe. Oh. There we go. I wasn't hiding well enough. Sounds good, thank you. Blue. So, I've talked about this before, where I go on Twitter, and I talk some mad shit. Fuck Trump. All that kind of stuff when he was the piece of shit of the United States. I mean, the president of the United States of America. You know, the Hitler wannabe, but with the IQ of, like, you know, a doorknob. And people don't like that, right? Because now you're making fun of their beloved Trump. Then you've got all these things that happen, like the George Floyd murder, right? And all the other ones. Though the George Floyd one, in recent memory, arguably gained a little bit more traction than some of the other ones. It sparked a huge movement, right? And then you have the Black Lives Matter movement, which I've been very vocal about. Not like out of nowhere. Hey, I like Black Lives Matter. I mean, I've done it, but what I'm saying is I don't shy away from where I stand. If I don't want to talk about something, right? If I don't want to talk about something, well, then I just don't talk about it. Or if someone mentions it, I go, we'll save that for another day. Because generally speaking, I mean, I do want the streams to be, you know, fairly laid back, chilled, and relaxed and all that, where people are getting along. We're not always going to see eye to eye, right? We're not. Doesn't happen. But there was a time on Twitter last summer, something really nasty happened. And I was in contact with someone, and they're like they're serious. They're not just like yap yap yap. And we got into a heated debate because they were like talking to me, saying that I was a traitor to the white race because I support Black Lives Matter and all that. And I was, like I said, generally keeping the political stuff and all that on Twitter just because I like talking about that stuff. But like I said, some people, they get so butthurt by that. Like, it just came up in a conversation. And I said, yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's good. Didn't understand it the first 10 seconds I first heard of it. So I looked into it, you know, before I judge it. That's usually what I do, is I inquire about something I don't understand. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. Okay, cool. And some people got so, like, wacko over that. Oh, man, I was getting death threats all the time. All the time. I would stream on Twitch, YouTube. I would post on Twitter. And there was always, like, a group of people always coming in. And they were just going off crazy, always saying the racial slurs and stuff, the N-word. Naturally. Or calling me that. You know? And it just went on for a long time. Then it died down a little bit. Then it came back. But lately, about a week ago, it happened again. So it's just people that, quite frankly, I guess they're the ones that are actually too sensitive. Because they don't like seeing another white guy support that movement. It triggers them. It triggers them to the point where they get violent with how they speak. We live in a world, like I said, where most times people are just talk. I'm living proof of that. The amount of times I've been threatened to be killed is, you know, it's up there. Clearly, I'm still here. That's not to say it can't happen. Right? But it hasn't, I guess you could say, yet. So, me, I've been in some sticky situations, like I said, some pretty nasty ones. And, it just, the shit doesn't faze me. So it's to be expected. While I'm looking right now, I mean, I banned, well, banned is a bit of a loose term. I'm looking through the chat. Yeah, it's gone both ways, George. People are too sensitive, but they're also on the other opposite extreme, more emboldened to say things that they normally wouldn't say to someone's face. Someone just heard what you said about Black Lives Matter. They said something less than friendly. Wow, big shocker there. That's actually why more than half these trolls come in here. Was there something said in the chat, you mean, that I missed? Man, I can't keep up with the chat. Now, Ghost Pilot, I think, is okay. I gotta be careful, like I said, with who I ban and sweep out. Because there's a lot of people that come in my chat, funny enough, that have the name Ghost in it. And they're not good people. But I remember Ghost Pilot, though. Unless it's someone mimicking that one. Alright, I'm all caught up. Doesn't look like I've missed... I mean, it's not like I'm getting in trouble if I missed someone saying something. I can't be expected to spend all afternoon looking through the chat, right? Well, no, it's me. Oh, okay, that must be... Yeah, I know there was a guy that came in, but they're all racist shit stains. And they get so triggered. Like, they get mad. Like, I'm not... Like, it's one thing when you're just trolling with your buddies, like, online. No, these people, like, private message me and stuff. They send me messages or emails and stuff like that. And you can tell at that point, it's no longer them just trying to, like, show off for their buddies or trying to get some attention from everybody else on Twitter. Because now it's the direct message. Oh, okay. Wait, I forget. Are you a real pilot, or were you ever a pilot? Well, my streams don't stay in one direction when it comes to topics. Like I said, it's just supposed to be the common sense. You can talk about anything.
Light be with you.
But generally speaking, it's agreed upon to generally avoid certain topics. Well, at least I'm level 14 now, so that's pretty decent. And I got all those skills I can learn. I don't remember... I don't remember... Oh, okay, he's actually right there. Good. And I could put my final point into that.
You need something?
Yep. There we go. Flight of Stormwind. Yeah, so like things like when the elections came, right? And then the whole, like, Biden won for, like, U.S. president. Obviously, for a while, there was people coming in going, oh, wow, crazy, so he did win, and, and all that stuff. Generally, I try to save, sometimes if I even have anything to say on the matter, until usually, closer to the end of the stream. I kind of just take it day by day dynamically. If there's only 3 or 4 people in my streams, and I know all of them, and I'm starting to, like, remember who they are, I might be like, hey, so did you hear about that? Isn't that crazy? Because at that point, I already know which way that conversation's going to go. Don't forget, I have people that I talk to all the time that are in my stream. That's right. They're Trump supporters. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? Okay? So, we've already had that discussion. Doesn't need to be said a million times. Or repeated a million times. But for those that I know are on board with how I think about it, there could be some instances where early in a stream, I would be like, oh, I can't believe this happened. That was said. Because I know they'll be, oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then this thing happened. And, you know, you're just having like almost like a political conversation. But there's like nobody in the fucking stream. Right? But generally speaking, when there's a lot of people, I tend not to, you know, too much in the beginning. You're a real pilot in games, yeah? I don't know what Ghost Pilot is. Is that like some type of hard difficulty? Oh yeah, if World of Warcraft was on console, that would be pretty sweet. Even if it was like a more simplified version of it. Well, no. I mean, Final Fantasy Online is on console and PC. And it's all crossplay on top of that. But yeah. So anyhow, just in case you're wondering why a small streamer like me might get a lot of hate, a little bit more than what you're used to seeing, it's probably because of, like I said, all the stuff that I do on Twitter. Yeah, we'll go... No, we'll go this way. Now I'm going to go get my skills. Might take a small break after. Yeah, because it's already noon. So it's going to be lunchtime for me soon anyways. I'm going to want to work out and all that. But yeah. But yeah, if you've been in here for a while, you'll know that people can just be weird. Just like not make any sense. That's what baffles me the most, is every time someone like that comes in, it's always the same kind of talk. Do you know what I mean? It's always the same kind of statements. It's never something original. Like I said, it never, ever is. I think that's why I'm so hung up on it. It's like I'm waiting for someone to come in and catch me off guard, say something original, say something that's actually kind of funny. But it never happens. It never does. I'm left disappointed each and every time. You know? So we've got the new thorns. Wrath. Healing touch. So this is the one now where I have to like Wrath 2. I gotta like literally mouse over it to make sure it's the new one. Moonfire 2. Again, on retail, this would be done automatically. There is like none of this stuff. Thorns 6 damage. Yeah, see. What the hell are you talking about, Cody? I'm talking about the weirdos that come in. There is no other word that describes them properly. Did I have a new one? Rank 1? No. Oh, God, no. I don't like politics that much. I just like chatting about it here and there. Yeah, someone talking about games isn't weird. Unless they say something weird about games, which I've seen happen a few times. No, I was talking about those often to the left field people that came in thinking they were like slick and funny, but they're not. They absolutely are not. They're boring. So that's essentially why they get banned, because they come in, they keep saying stuff, it scrolls the chat down, and I'm like, they're not there's no contribution on their part. They're not contributing to the chat. Then I gotta scroll up. It's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Hi, just searched chatting, then filtered live, and I came up. Hello, how's it going? World of Warcraft Classic. Well, kind of. I've been playing it for a while, but I had a mob of neo-Nazi racists. I'm pretty sure I know who they are. That came in, trying to disrupt the chat. So I banned them. They come back. I banned them. They come back. My views keep going up, so I was like, shit, keep coming on in. Have you ever played World of Warcraft? Well, I'm guessing not, no offense, because if you did, you'd probably know the game. Oh, you have, okay. Yeah, this is the classic version. I just thought I'd give it a try for a bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Remember, I told you I had some of my followers. Cody, I'm never sure of anyone. I'm always skeptical about everyone. I ban one person, and then like a moment later, someone comes in. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having yourself a fantastic weekend so far. And I'm like, yeah, because, you never know. You never know. Like Ghost Pilot. I know Ghost Pilot, right? No, I'm just saying it's funny like that. Like, for example, there's a couple of people that came in with the name Ghost, right? And they're not good people. But there's a guy in the chat now who is, and his name is Ghost Pilot. But if I didn't know him from before, I would have automatically assumed, like I see what's going on. Because I kicked one of the other guys out that had Ghost in his name, and then he just happens to come on. I'm like, coincidence? But again, I remembered him from before, so I was like, okay. It's probably the same guy I knew from before. I don't get a lot of people that come in my streams, so it's very easy for me to remember all the familiar faces. When you average 3 or 4 people, and all of a sudden you get an influx of like 8 extra people, of which you've never seen before. Well, I wouldn't mind. Why I hate the trolls is they're fucking boring. They don't fucking say anything that entertains me. There's no engagement. There's no real back and forth. There's like nothing going on. I remember doing stuff when I was younger. I got, more intelligent responses from a fucking doorknob. Now, I might have been under the influence of some stuff, but that's not the point. I had some very deep philosophical conversations with a doorknob. I can't even get that with the trolls that come on. So it's disappointing. That's the part that's annoying. It's not the troll themselves and what they say. It's what they're not saying, which is not saying something original. They're not bringing something new to the table. And what they predominantly talk about just doesn't make any sense. It's like I just don't get it. Every little view, every little thing, it scratches the algorithm. So this little stream, 10 people, 9 people, 2 people, doesn't matter. And there's chat going on. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, do they? Boy, do I got news for you. When you're chatting, hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And you keep going. Why do you think I let some of these trolls go on for a while? Let me break this down for you. So the more your chat is happening, the more people are talking, the more people join, it can actually make my overall channel become more successful. That's how I average about 250,000 views every month. That's how I make the money. The average views on my video aren't that high, on average. But I've got that few select bunch of videos that just go semi-viral, for the lack of a better term. And they get me a shit ton of views. I get a bunch of money on it. And the more I do on YouTube, the more stuff happens on the channel. Comments, thumbs up, live interaction. It's essentially telling Google, as 3 people just left the chat, they're like, fuck this guy. It actually tells Google, that owns YouTube, hey, this guy's really active. He's trying really hard. He's consistent. He streams 30, 40 hours, a week. Like a full-time job. Even though I don't got the full-time numbers. YouTube can literally take my channel and go, hey, let's make this guy more relevant. Let's crank up the notch. Right? I'm going to tell you a last thing, and then whatever. Let me paint you a clear picture. Let's say last summer, I was averaging maybe about the same as what I get. I mean, here and there I might have a bit of an off month now. Like last month, February, wasn't as hot as what I normally get. That can happen. That's the nature of the beast. Give you an example. Last summer, I would average, like, let's say, 250,000 views a month on my channel. And that would net me, let's say, I don't know, about $600. $650. Okay? Listen to this now. This is really important. So, 250,000 views, I get paid about $650 last summer. Okay. We're moving on. I break the $10,000 sub count. I'm starting to live stream. I'm getting more interaction going on. Not necessarily more views. 250,000 views, $600. Starting by the beginning of fall, going into late fall, or I guess going into late fall, I would still get the same amount of views. 250,000 views a month. But how much money was I making? Not $600 anymore. Oh no. We cranked it up. $1,100 a month. I was almost getting twice as much money, but I wasn't getting twice as many views. If anything, I was getting about the same amount of views. Some people might go, but how does that make sense? It makes complete sense. Your algorithm, how your channel is doing, how you behave, all those weird things that happen behind the scenes that people don't know about. YouTube can crank up what I call the PPM, the pay per million. 2 people get 1 million views, your pay per million. Everybody's always about how much money did you make if you make 1 million views. Not everybody's going to make the same. Last month was terrible for me. I only got 170,000 views. I'm saying compared to my normal like 240, 250,000 views, 170,000 views is not a lot compared to what I normally get. I still got $650. Had I gotten that amount of views last summer, I would not have gotten those $650. I would have probably made 300. You see what I'm saying? So more views doesn't always necessarily mean more money. It does, but it's deeper than that. It is per individual, more views is more money. But that's why it's a little bit complicated, and not a lot of people talk about what I just talked about. I am confident you probably have never really heard anybody talk about those details. Oh, thank you, Missy. Yeah, the quality of the ads, I mean, that all, But I'm just saying, when you get 250,000 views consistently all the time for like over a year, and you're always getting the same $600, $600, $610, $600, then something happens, something changes, you reach the next level, and then you get your check, $600, $600, $1,000. So, what? whoa, what happened? What? Because then you get confused. Because you look at your analytics, you look at how many views you got and all that stuff, and you're like, but it's the same. And then you get confused, you look into it, all these technical terms, algorithm, all this kind of stuff. And, oh, thank you, Blue. The whole screen went yellow. I thought my screen was going to burn or something. I was like, oh no, I've been hacked. Yeah, but I promise you, if you live stream, you probably get more people in your live stream than I do. I have, what, 14? I don't normally do this, but I like your channel, Phil. Hey, it's something. Imagine if all 14,000 of my subscribers... This is a joke now. Don't be running off to the bank. I mean, if you do, it's okay. I'm just saying. If 14,000 people donate... I mean, I'm not good at math. But even if they donated $1, that's simple math. That's 14 grand. You know? That's like a lot of money. So... Well, he donated $10. He doesn't have to put a period at the end of his sentence. Unless you're talking about Missy. But it's true, though. I mean, look at how many subs I have and look how many people are in the stream. I generally struggle to pull 2 digits. It's just the way it is. But you have to do it for fun first, right? When I have spare time, I've already uploaded a couple of videos on YouTube today. So I literally had nothing else to talk about. And I was a bit bored. I was like, well, I'm not going to quite work out yet. Or go for my jog or any of that. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's stream. Because ultimately, I was going to be doing what I've been doing for the past hour on my own anyways. But instead of making it a regular upload, I decided to make it a live stream. I made $10. You see what I'm saying? Wouldn't have made $10 had this been a regular upload. And I generally do get more views. Like, what's my overall views? I'm already at 107 playback views. Again, that's nothing to brag about. But that's 107 views. I don't have 107 people in my live stream. But I have 107 views. Had this been just me, let's play World of Warcraft Classic, I can tell you right now I would have gotten about 15, maybe 20 views. Do you want $20 in your pocket or 107? That's the difference. More views, more people, better chance of getting an extra couple of subscribers. Maybe that one subscriber's got a big channel. He likes you. He shares you with somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. It's a lot of work, though, but thankfully, I do have a decent amount of time to put into it.
Go with honor, friend.
And it's fun, and I think that's why... Yeah, it's because not a lot of people do a chatting live stream. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. What's going on here? It's like a griffin party? Yeah, you were saying that. His bird better not shit on my head. I mean, look at my hair. It's all, like, nice and purple. I had hair like that in real life when I was younger. And then I got sick of hair and I said, fuck it. Yeah, not a lot of people do like a chatting, like a heavy chatting / gaming. That's why I put all my titles the same. Mainly chatting and some random games. That way, when you click, you can't bitch and go, dude, what the fuck, man? Come on now, chop chop. Little less talking there, Skippy. Get on with it. Right? It's in the title. If that's not your cup of tea, trust me, you're not going to come in. That might explain the 7 people in the stream. But I also don't want to do something that might get me more views, but it's something I don't enjoy either. I've been told by people, oh man, if you did this, if you did that, you'd have probably a little bit more views. But I would also be a little bit more miserable. Do you really want the guy you're watching and listening to be in a miserable mood? Now this fucking fuck. You don't want that. Right? I know I wouldn't. Right? Who's doing the demon emoji? I don't see no demons. I see a smiley face. I see a monkey. I see $10. Where's the... I see the eyeballs. Where's the demon? You could see a Catholic priest about that. They'll sprinkle you with holy water. Trust me, I know, I've been through it. You know how many times I've been sprinkled by that shit when I was younger? I don't see a demon either, but you know, some people see some shit. No judgment. No, it's evil, alright. So, Missy. Off topic, but on topic. What's the last year / expansion of World of Warcraft that you played? Captain Fappin. What? Seriously? You sat at your character screen and you were like, Molly? No, that's taken. Stabs a lot? No, that's taken. Fuck it. I'm Captain Fappin. Wow. I tell you. Sometimes I like roasting people with their names. Snoop Bob? Seriously? Snoop Bob. You made a paladin. A noble, holy warrior of the divine light. And somehow what popped into your head when creating this character was the motherfucker that sings Drop It Like It's Hot. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. I'm fucking Snoop Bob. I don't get it. Maybe I just don't understand how the human brain works. Eliandra. I get that. I can feel that name. Eliandra. It's unique. I don't think I've ever met someone with that name before. They're probably a bookworm. 10th year university. They're going for their doctorate. Oh my Jesus. How do you do that? Oh, it's not Coke I drank. It's Pepsi. I've played Guild Wars. I still play the second one, but it's poorly optimized. So I don't play it as much. I'm heading to a buddy's place tonight. He's part of my bubble. Hey, I don't judge. It's 2021. We have whiskey and wing Saturdays. I'm not going to touch that one. I picked up the last 3 Lagavulin Distillers Edition recently. I have no idea what you just said, but it sounds like you're... I'm sorry. I'm in a weird mood. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The whole social bubble thing. Right, yeah, well, I've been up for a while, actually. Cody is the analyzer, if you haven't noticed. He analyzes everything. Too polite. Too evil. Lacking punctuation. Careful about this one. Like, it's kind of funny. Alright, I almost forgot what I was doing. Nothing too exciting, but... Yeah, Guild Wars is a fun game. Was it the second one or the first one that you played? Or do you not remember now? Because Guild Wars 2... Oh, man. It's a good game, but my god. It runs like shit on my computer. Whereas World of Warcraft... I mean, I can run it at 60 frames. I very rarely get a dip. Yeah. Man, I'm getting a bit hungry. Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I've played that game a couple times. Definitely not a fun game if you're going to be alone. Stringy Vulture, kill the Flesh Reaper. Right, so we need that, the Sack of Oats. But yeah, I'm gonna head out in a few minutes there. Like I said, I've been doing this for a while. I want to get exercising, jogging, all that fun stuff. I don't think I've taken a day off in like almost a month straight doing my P90X. Oh, not me. Oh, man. I just did not like that. No, I didn't get a chance. Jesus, my Lord and Savior. You should have seen all the racist bastards that were in here earlier. You think yesterday was something? Oh, man, it was nasty. Nasty, nasty. Yeah, I do have it, I still have the tab open. I just haven't, like, gotten around to it. Oh, no, I don't want people watching me getting down with the exercise. He turned my water into Cristal champagne. That's good enough for me. I mean, I don't drink, but... Yeah, earlier was pretty wild. And there was a lot of people, too. It was almost like they banded together. You know what I mean? I had like 5 or 6 people in the stream. Then all of a sudden, I look over from the corner of my eye, and there's like 15, 16 people. And then I'm like... Yeah, something's going on here, you know? I do have the Excalibur, actually. Or wait. That's in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Not in Watch Dogs. Wait, what? Yeah, because I don't even have, Watch Dogs installed right now because of the limited space on my hard drive. I'm going to be downloading it soon. 14. Yeah. Man, this is slow. I stopped going to the gym and started using ThenX app. I had a lot of great free workouts. I have a set of 75 adjustable dumbbells, a bench weight, right? Yeah, I have dumbbells, push-up stands. I got the bar and the cables to do the pull-ups and the chin-ups. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will check it out at some point. Yeah, like I said, I'm just, like, near the end of the... Yeah, maybe another couple of minutes. Most of the stream in the early beginning, Jesus, was pretty wild. You would have been like, what the heck? You would have had fun. Probably banning a lot of people. They kept coming back, Yeah. Nothing too out of the ordinary. The only difference this time was I think it was the most I ever had at one consecutive time. Who's gonna believe you? What? Did I miss the message earlier from that person? If they played, the first Guild Wars or the second one? Or anybody else in here ever played Guild Wars at all? I did. Thor's hammer. Yeah, message retracted. I think it's the person themselves that does that. Message deleted is literally that. It got deleted by somebody. The stuff that gets auto-deleted, because I have certain racial words and homophobic slurs banned. That's why you have some people that come in and they just do the letter N, like a capital N, and then you could tell by their name. And profile picture, you can just tell what direction that's going, and you know what they're saying. So you just try to ignore it and just go, bye-bye, you're gone. I don't know if I am. I don't know. It's really weird. Yes? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure what is... Damn it, Cody. I'm confused now. Man, is it ever slow out here. I wish I had better gear. A couple more skills. I could probably just aggro like a bunch of people in Quest a lot faster. But that will happen eventually. Yeah, see, I still need to get the birds, the vulture meat. I'm not going to do all this now. It's just going to take way too long. Way too long. Well, I mean, sometimes there are some people, not a lot, but there have been people, that have mentioned they're interested. Some people have just been, like, flat out like, oh, come on, man, just make me mod. And I'm like, who are you again? Like, they're people I barely know, or that I do know a little bit, but I'm just trying to not overdo it too much. Like I said, it's not like I'm some huge YouTuber. Even, I've said this many times before, even big streamers don't have a lot of mods. Nightbot can actually do a fair bit. I've just been too lazy to set it up. Well, for me, it is a big deal. I don't want too many mods. I'm just, like I said, there's just no need for it. And then the irony is it's usually people that don't ask for it that end up getting it. I'm just saying, like, that's just kind of how it ends up happening. It's not like I'm an expert at knowing who would be the best mod. It just kind of, It's like I said yesterday, there's some people that come in, they're funny, they're goofy. Good times, good conversations. But I'm thinking, no offense, I wouldn't want them as my mod, though. But then some people go, but why? What did I do? It's like, no, it's just not something I think too much about, kind of thing. For the longest time, I only had one mod. For, like, the longest time. But then, the live streams got a little bit more active, and I was like, well, whatever. But then I had a problem. I made a few extra people mod, and those people made me regret doing it. So I was like, It's like I said before, then I ended up having to moderate my mods. That's not a good thing. So you just address it, you remove them, and so be it, and then you move on. Fine. I get that. I just don't stress out about making too many people mods. Because in the end, it's really not that exciting at all. Now, if people were getting paid, I could see why people would want to, but, you know. Well, you can definitely see with all this time that I've been playing this game today how much slower it is. People want the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, well, it's like I said. It's like I said, not pointing the finger at anybody, but to be blunt, because that's just how I am. I'm very blunt. Most people that are hung up or seem to be very preoccupied with being a mod, I question their motives. It's really not that exciting to be the moderator for someone who averages under 10 people in a live stream. It's really not. You're not getting a paycheck. You're not getting a free item in Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean? Like, there's no benefit. Really. So, that's why so far everybody that's been a mod, more or less, have never even mentioned their desire to be one. And then, coincidentally, 2 people that asked for it. Oh, come on. Oh, and they were young kids. I was like, well, oh boy. And I rolled and I did it. And it didn't even take like 3 days. And I regretted it. I think it was like the next stream. And I was like, and that's why you weren't mod before. You're gone. You're gone. And I'm just like, yeah. I am closing in on Field Marshal. Oh, nice. On my main and questing around. And questing around with you would cost me PvP time. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I didn't read your message above. I was thinking about transferring the Druid. 21 Druid from West Coast. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is expensive. Absolutely. Plus, no offense, I don't even know, like, what my long-term goals are. Yeah, some people just want the blue wrench. It's like, well, no, because the other thing too, no offense, is like when people are mod, the way they behave. Not that this is supposed to be like the military, but you know, you might not be able to get away with as much. You know? Oh, yeah, like, I've been playing every day, hours on end. I mean, I started, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. As an example. And, I mean, I'm just hauling ass. I mean, apart from all the racist Nazi bitches that were in here. I've barely gone up, like, 3/4 of a level. You know what I mean? Like, it's slow, and I'm still at a low level. I'm only level 14. It's not like I'm level 50. I get that, you know, going 50 to 51 is going to be a lot slower than going, like, let's say, from 20 to 21, right? It incrementally becomes more difficult. But yeah, the biggest thing with me is I just don't know which way the wind's blowing. Right now, I sub to WoW for a month. Massive time sink. I'm flopping between retail to get caught up. And I'm doing a little bit of this. Because I've got my Troll Rogue almost at level 50 on Classic. I'm probably going to keep him maybe Classic or Burning Crusade. I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't leveled him in like a year. So, you see what happened with him? I went crazy on the Rogue. I played him hard for like a month and a half, and I dropped him. You know, and when you re-roll characters, I mean, it's just so painfully long. It really is. It's a big commitment. Don't forget, I do a lot more now than I do 17 years ago. You know, I exercise a lot. I play a lot of guitar. I do YouTube. I upload over 100 videos a month. And World of Warcraft is just not the main theme of my channel. It's just that nothing I've ever done in WoW has ever even made me $1. So I kind of have to go where the money is. Right? So that's why I try to balance my time. Every minute I play World of Warcraft is a minute away from something else I could be doing. But if I can maybe get into a rhythm, like I said, come up with like a bit of a routine, and I can figure out even which World of Warcraft version I prefer, it wouldn't be bad. I mean, well, with Classic, I don't jump around server to server. Alliance, I've got one server. It's Whitemane. For my Horde on Classic, it's one server. It's Blomu. So, yeah, no, I don't have time. I'm not like before where I hit flip-flop all over the place. I haven't swapped servers in like over 7 years. Like over half a decade. It's too much money. Right? Plus, I don't even play WoW enough to justify it. Now, on retail, the cool thing is you don't have to server transfer to play with a friend. Why? Because you can just join their party and they automatically phase to your world. Classic is a different beast, though, right? There was none of that before. Well, that is because you've asked quite a bit. But like I said, not as much as some others have. Oh, and by the way, those two people, since I removed them being moderator, they've never come back to the stream. I'm not surprised, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit either. But at least it's quiet and peaceful, though, like I said, playing this game. It can be pretty wild, but... So I have just enough points. I maxed out Ferocity. I spent about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I just kind of looked over stuff, and... I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I mean, I am going to get Thick Hide, but that's probably not necessarily going to be my next one. It really depends on what I plan on doing. I really want Feral Instinct, big time. Mind you, that doesn't really help for PvE much. But around level 20 to 25, I'm going to be starting to come across a lot of PvP zones, but eh. No, it's not a question of trust. It's like I said, I don't even give it any thought. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm some big-time streamer. And I go, okay, this guy, yeah, let's make this guy a mod. It's just that feeling I get. It sounds corny, but that's really what it is. There's just some people. I go, you know what? Sure, why not? Make this person a mod. Make them a mod. And the couple of times that I went against my judgment, I ended up, well, not regretting it, but it was just like, nope, you're not getting that. And then they get annoyed. They throw a fit, and then they never come back. You know, it's just... It happens that way. I had another guy last summer when I used to start streaming a lot. We would chat a lot. Hey, Adolfo, how's it going? We used to chat a lot. Nice kid. He was from South Africa. Really cool guy. And then one day... This is what happened. he asked if he could have my PlayStation Network ID because he wanted to add me to it to be friends. And I said, no offense, I don't really add people on there unless, like, I really know you, because I have a big list. I don't just need, like, a big, massive list of people I don't know on there. You can message me on Twitter. You can follow me on PlayStation. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to add you back just to add back. Sounds good? Yeah, I'm going to be done soon anyways. I'm going to go for lunch and work out. So anyways, we chatted, and I told him that I can't really play multiplayer games with people, because when I play games, I'm generally recording or live streaming. So he tells me, you know what? I get that, man. He's like, don't worry, I get it. It's not a big deal. You won't believe what happened. Every single time he saw that I was online, he would invite me to a party chat while I was in the middle of live streaming. And I'm like, dude, I can't listen to you. I can't, like, converse with you. I'm conversing with my 3 people in the live stream. He's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I just want to hear you talk. I won't say nothing. You want to know what happened? I ended up yelling at him. His microphone... The guy wouldn't shut the fuck up. He's in my live stream. He knows I'm streaming and talking. But he wanted to be in the party chat because there's no delay. Because we were going to do some Call of Duty. So that it would be instant, like, oh, there's a guy over there. You know what I mean? So that he would get the message right away, but he wasn't going to, like, talk. But I told him I didn't even want to talk to begin with, no offense. There was nothing to talk about. What do you think happened with that? He took that the wrong way. He disappeared. Haven't spoken to him since. You know? Yeah, I just don't really have time. But like I said, people can now follow other players on PSN, but again, you won't get anything from that. I'm following Philminator. Oh, he's playing Hitman. Like, that doesn't do anything. I give people my Twitter. You can directly message me there. I don't want 3,000 different places that people can message me from, because you're probably not going to get a hold of me. Right? Yes, I'm more like that too. Why can't you play PlayStation? Or you used to? Anyhow, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna... Oh. Wasn't supposed to grab him. It's the Vortusks I need. Ah, well. Yeah, like I said, this game is awesome, but... Holy mama. If I do come back later, after I eat... I don't know. I might do some Call of Duty. I might do some retail World of Warcraft, do some PvP. Do something arguably a little bit more expensive than watching a bear mangle a boar for an hour and a half. But it properly showcases, like I said, World of Warcraft Classic. You see how slow it is leveling up. How there's really not much going on. This is also a non-contested zone. So there's not going to be any, like, wild, random world PvP action. I think I have, but I don't think it's... I went, like, on Steam or something like that. I don't remember the details behind it. And I don't think Escape from Tarkov or whatever is something that's easily attainable. It's like an early access or some weird thing. But yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into it again because it did look like a lot of fun. It's quite popular as well. But yeah, I am going to go and eat. Yeah, it's 12:40. It's almost like next thing you know, it's going to be 1 o'clock. Oh, you have to go to their website. Okay. One of those. A few years. Oh, okay. Wow. It's been out for a while. Yeah, I'll have to look that up some more. Don't forget, eh? It could happen. I'm just telling you right now, a week from now, I'm like done with World of Warcraft and I'm out playing Call of Duty, you know, sort of thing again. What the hell's going on with my window there? 7, yeah. Let me zoom this in a bit more. But yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna log out, eat. And like I said, I might be back a little bit later. So thanks for stopping by. 1, 2. If I come back, it'll probably be within like an hour and a half-ish from now, if I do. If not, I mean, I might bother a little bit later. It just kind of depends on, like I said, what I'm doing. I don't always want to be at the computer an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. Sometimes I just want to sit down, play a little bit for 10 or 15 minutes. I get up, move around for 5, come back, play for another 10 or 15, AFK every few minutes, and I tend to do that a lot, right? It also helps with my chair so it's not so sore. No one wants to be streaming or watching a streamer that keeps disappearing every 5 or 10 minutes, right? Sounds good. Thanks again. Yeah, I think overall, like I said, it's been pretty wild in the chat today. Yeah, so like I said, hour and a half, it's possible that I could come back. But like I said, be warned, I mean, I might do some of this, but I might fire up like a round or two of Call of Duty just for something a little bit more fast-paced, because I mean, I do like Call of Duty. And then after that, I might try to do some PvP, maybe on World of Warcraft retail, get into a little bit more action. And then if I'm not burnt out by the time I'm done that, maybe I'll come back to this. I don't know. Oh, there's the cat form I want it to be. That purple cat that she just turned into. Let's see if she turns into it again. It's the old school purple cat form. It's not flashy, but I just really like the looks of it. And that's the form that I get once I hit level 20. So that's the other thing, too. I might say screw it and just keep playing. There's the purple cat. You see what it looks like there? It's kind of running sideways. That's a bit of a visual glitch where it looks like they're walking sideways. But that's the cat form that I'm looking to get. Yeah, anyways. And it makes the game much faster paced once I get that. Oh, from that Breakpoint game? Hey, you're back. And I have to go. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted there. Alright, so I shall be back maybe in about an hour, hour and a half. Maybe after I eat lunch, exercise quickly, or something like that, go from there. Alright. Bye for now.